Hello again everyone, and welcome to my second video in the series where I talk about the backgrounds of different races and creatures in The Legend of Zelda. This episode we are looking at none other than the Koroks, who are featured in both Wind Waker and Breath of the Wild, and soon to be Age of Calamity. They are adorable little tree people who I love so very dearly. Psst, I even make plushies of them. And have even become one of my favourite things about the Zelda series. Please expect mild spoilers ahead for Wind Waker and Breath of the Wild, so let's get into it, shall we? Koroks, also known as forest spirits, are little creatures made of wood and a single leaf. Their first appearance came in Wind Waker, which released in 2002 in Japan, but 2003 everywhere else. They are found in the forest haven with the Great Deku Tree, however they don't actually spend much time there at all. They gather once a year for the annual Korok ceremony, and are given seeds by the Great Deku Tree. These seeds are then planted far away by the Koroks throughout the coming months, until it is time again for the ceremony. In short, these tree people spend 364 days of the year planting seeds. If only life were that simple. In terms of Breath of the Wild, the Koroks live in Korok Forest, under the cast of the Great Deku Tree's leaves. My favourite Korok is Peaks. I don't know why, I just love him and his little obsession with blue peas. You will find Koroks around the map in different hiding spots. Some you will have to trigger a race for, some you will have to complete a pattern for, some things you will have to shoot at, dive into, all sorts of things. When you find them, they will give you a Korok seed, which can be used to upgrade your inventory to carry more weapons, shields, and bows. Two Koroks in particular are very important, Makar from Wind Waker and Hestu from Breath of the Wild, who I totally didn't do a human cosplay of. Makar turns out to be one of the sages, the Sage of Wind in particular. After rescuing him from the Forbidden Woods, you take him back to the Great Deku Tree, you go off on your travels again, only to find the Korok plants are withering and wilting and need forest water to grow. After meeting a certain somebody, you will return to the Forest Haven and teach Makar the Wind God's aria, thus awakening him as the Sage of Winds. Hestu, on the other hand, whilst important, isn't exactly a sage or a god of any kind. He's just a really big Korok that had his maracas stolen by bokoblins. He's a big baby, so you have to go and get them back for him. Once you give them back, he discovers the rattling material has been taken. Oh no! What does he do? Does he go and get some Hylian rice? Use pebbles? Acorns? No. He sends you off to get Korok seeds from the children of the forest because rocks are just too easy. Thanks, Hestu. Thanks. I'm now obsessed with trying to find all 900 seeds, even though you only need about 15% of those to fully upgrade. I still haven't succeeded. Please help, I'm losing my mind. I've found like 210, so... you know, I'm doing okay. I'm getting there, but... So, to summarise, Koroks are just plant people that appeared someday as spawn from the Great Deku Tree, right? Actually, no. What if I told you that Koroks are actually descendants of the Kokiri? You know, the children of the forest from Ocarina of Time. It sounds far-fetched, I know, but just listen. The Great Deku Tree himself says, "Once upon a time, long ago, the Koroks took on human forms, but when they came to live on the sea, they took these shapes." That was pretty cool, I admit it. So, let's draw up a comparison, shall we? The Great Deku Tree refers to Koroks as his cherished little children. Kokiri were childlike, human-esque people who never grew. They remained as a child forever. Koroks are very optimistic, enthusiastic, and almost childlike in their mannerisms, the same as the Kokiri. Finally, the one who teaches you the Wind God's aria is none other than the spirit of Fado, a Kokiri. He passes this on to the next Sage of Winds, a Korok, namely Makar. As far as I'm aware, at this current point in time, there is no official statement nor confirmation from Nintendo or within the games, but if there is, and I've missed it because I'm a bit dense, let me know. I probably have, but you know, that's just me. You should be used to me by now. Personally, I think it adds up rather well. Zora evolved into Rito, despite the fact that the place got covered with water and they were fish people, and yeah, you work that one out. It isn't exactly that far-fetched to say the Kikiri evolved into Koroks. There is one more thing to add into the mix: the similarities between the home of the Kikiri Forest, and the Forest Haven in Wind Waker. Zeltic, who is an amazing Zelda tuber, already did a video on this, so I won't repeat what he has said. You can find a link to his video in the description below. It's super interesting, and it really got the gears turning in my brain to make these connections, and was kind of the inspiration for this video. Like, I love Koroks, but hearing him talk about them, and hearing him go into detail about them just made me want to as well, so thank you so much for that, Zeltic. Thank you for being an inspiration. It's incredibly well written and well thought out, so I highly recommend checking his video out. You won't regret it. Trust me, if you love Koroks, you won't regret it. And well, that's the end of this episode. What do you think? Are Koroks descendants of the Kikiri? Or is there a piece missing that we just don't know? Let me know in the comments below. Things like this are things that I love to discuss in my Discord server. I'll put a link to that in the description below for you to join. I'm also going to be doing a little Halloween hangout on Halloween in my server, so if you want to come and chill, talk about whatever really, do some Halloweeny stuff, I may stream something depending on how things go. But yeah, come and hang out, come have some fun, seeing as a lot of places this year unfortunately can't celebrate Halloween the same way, so let's celebrate it from the comfort of our own homes. And let's just have some fun the way that we should be able to. That's it from me today. I sincerely hope you enjoyed and maybe learned something. As usual, use the little like button or dislike button to let me know whether you enjoyed it or whether you want to see something else. Drop me a comment down below with suggestions. You can suggest things in my Discord server, whatever you feel best. And I would also really appreciate it if you could subscribe. A lot goes into these, and a lot more than I realised when I was thinking about doing this, so it's fun, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot of hard work, and it's hard work that I'm prepared to do, so a subscribe is always greatly appreciated. All the support that I get in the comment section is fantastic, so, you know, you guys make me want to do this even more, and I'm really, really enjoying it, so thank you for having me. So yeah, use the like and dislike buttons if you want to let me know what you want to see, drop a comment, join the Discord, and subscribe if you wouldn't mind. And also let me know what creatures or race you want to see next. I do have one for the Great Fairies in the work, but I don't know how long that'll take me to do, but I promise you that is in the works. As always, thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a lovely rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are. See you later.